Hey, welcome back, guys. This is part 10.5, as I'm going to call it, of the Wonder Boy and Monster World walkthrough, the live unscripted OPH Classics walkthrough of Wonder Boy and Monster World. This is another new world. Once you do arrive here at the dragon's area, like I did say, you just kind of come down here and talk to the dragon. There isn't anything else to it. At last you've come. They all seem to know I would be here before I know I was going to be here. Now they're going to tell me that I have to search for an old axe in the ice world. Well, and that I need this special bracelet. So I go ahead and take the bracelet, which it does just appear in that weird little items list, which is now the lamp, the amulet, the sun key, the moon key, the star key, and the bracelet. And this item specifically is only used once in the game, just like most other items. And even though I do talk to this dragon, these guys are still all dicks to me, and they're just going to be like, you know what I like to say? I like to say, fuck you, the shop is closed. So we don't have any access to those. Although we do have access to this little area over here. We're not even going to go there yet. And this door. This door does take us back to the castle. It is the shortcut to the dragon world from the castle, or to the castle and dragon world. That is the connecting little shortcut. But if you come this way, now that we have the bracelet, we can go back down into the dungeon of the castle and enter one last area that's inside of this that we never ventured into. If you have been watching the walkthrough, I'm sure you know what area it is. I've jumped over it about 3 times and been like, oh, we'll go here sooner or later. And then we never end up going back there. Well, finally going back there. So just go ahead and travel down into the dungeon just like you have in the past when you were going to get the boxes in the plunder part of the walkthrough, as well as the beginning of the walkthrough when we were heading into the castle. Now we're going to go ahead and jump down this big opening for the first time. There is nothing in this water. If you want to use the trident, you can to go under that water, but there is nothing in there. There's just a few of these little guys down here at the bottom. Now as you go through, just go ahead and take out the little guys that are in your way and head through this door. Now in this door, we're going to have the big skeleton guys that we did fight earlier on. They're pretty easy to kill, and you can actually just pin them, usually either against the blocks or on top of the blocks, depending on where the skeleton is, and hit them just a few times with your Excalibur, and they'll die pretty quick now that we have such a powerful weapon. So we'll just go ahead and chop our way through all of these and kill all the skeletons that are in our way. And once we do get to the end here, you do kind of want to save a few of these blocks, because you got to kind of create your own little staircase to get yourself out of the area. So you just kind of break the blocks away and make yourself a little staircase there to climb up. And you come over here, of course, there's a box here. This contains a heart or an elixir, as always, if you don't have the elixir. Also, if you're wearing the Oasis boots, it is possible to make this jump. It is not an easy jump to make, and it's much easier with the boots that you get just a little bit later on. But I do believe it is actually possible with the Oasis boots. I could be wrong. Yeah, it doesn't look like it is. So there are some boots that you get here in just a moment. I can't remember what they're called. So I believe it's the ceramic boots. And once you get the ceramic boots, you'll be able to actually make that jump fairly easily. Oh, it's the marine boots as well that you'll be able to make that jump with, which is good to know. The marine boots make you move just a little bit quicker than the Oasis boots. So now that you're finally here, the bracelet is going to react and begin to glow and melt this door down, actually giving us access to the ice world. Wow, the seal is broken. Dun dun dun. And of course, once we're here, we're actually mostly on ice. a little bit later, there's a lot of ice, but you kind of slide a little bit in this area. It kind of feels a little different when you're walking around in this area than it does in most of the areas. And a lot of these guys do drop, you know, a decent amount of gold every time you kill them. But more importantly, this is a fairly long area. Also, that is good to mention, these are the first creatures in the game that can actually drop the magic crystals to replenish your magic. So if you use Quake to kill them, there's a slight chance they will drop the crystals to go ahead and replenish your Quake or lightning or whatever you use to kill them. And the lightning does take care of the little floaty guys pretty easily. Most flying things in the game will be taken out by lightning in one shot, so you can just kind of zap them. They can throw ice at you, which can become very annoying. But I do believe you do take them out with one hit with Excalibur, as well as these penguin guys here. They take 2 hits to kill with your Excalibur. Not bad at all. Definitely not the hardest creatures you'll ever fight. But this next area that we are going to arrive at does have some items that we want to purchase, and unfortunately, all of the items cost an insane amount of gold, and it's almost one of the longer grinds just to get the items that are in this area. So we're probably going to have another segment. Probably the entire 11 segment is going to be the grind, purchasing the items, just to get into the area. Like I said, I don't leave anything out. I don't leave the grinds out or anything like that, just so you're seeing the entire walkthrough, seeing everything that does need to be done, and pretty much the best way to do it with what you have access to. After about 5 screens going to the right here, you will end up in the newest town. The new town that we have access to is like a gremlin, ice king, prince town. I don't know. It's awesome. I love this place. I think they're imps or gremlins that live here. They're super cool. Now we do have these high potions here, or holy waters that cost 200. And they're a fairly good healing potion, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those. And we do have these ceramic boots for 4,000, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase those ceramic boots. Now the ceramic boots don't have a speed directly on them, but they make you move incredibly fast, as well as when you're on ice, you just you move something fierce, very, very quick. This area, like I said, has a lot of very expensive items, and these items in this shop are items that we are truly going to need to really beat the next bosses. They can be very difficult without the items. The amount of damage that they do if you don't have the armor is insane, and how little you deal to them is pretty crazy as well. If you come in here and talk to this lady here, she'll say that there's an item that I'm looking for that is in the ice castle, and it's a frightening place. So take Shabu with you, and Shabu is, in my opinion, my favorite little buddy that comes around with you. The dragon that you get a little later on is super cute. A lot of people like to say he's the coolest. But he gets me hit more than anything, and a lot of the times I won't even take him with me because he really does get me hit a lot, and he is kind of just annoying, although every once in a while the dragon guy is cool. Now this guy, on the other hand, is awesome, and he floats around, and he's cool, and he throws a little scythe at people. It's awesome. He's awesome. So we're going to go ahead and go into the inn now and save up here, and we're going to start up the next walkthrough. Like I said, the next walkthrough is just kind of going to be a grind, but I do hope you tune in for it, because it is kind of a fun little grind, and it gives you a glimpse of the next area we're going to as well. I hope you do enjoy this part of the walkthrough, and do catch us next time here in just a few moments for the next part of the walkthrough. Again, that's OPH-Gaming with little g, and OPH-BigBuddah. Thanks for tuning in, and peace out, guys.